Okay, so here's how to actually build a personal brand as a copywriter in 2024. And this is what 99% of gurus don't teach you, by the way. Like this is completely something that you probably haven't heard of before. And this is what I'll tell you in this video. I'll show you 3 simple steps that you can take today to build an actual personal brand on copywriting or as a copywriter in 2024. And I know that most copywriting YouTubers and gurus out there have already told you that building a personal brand as a copywriter is essential in order to make 5, 10, 20K per month, whatever, right? However, most of the things these gurus teach are completely BS. Like, for example, you have to build a personal brand on Instagram so you can, do outreach from that, or your Instagram needs to be set up in a way that builds authority and trust to, so that clients reach out to you and want to work with you, or that you need to post valuable content like those reels and short form content with tips for business owners in your niche. And to show you why I'm calling these methods BS, let's play a quick fun game here, right? If you could relate to these 3 points above, comment down below how long you've been following this method and how many clients you've signed so far. And here's the point: how many inbound leads it has gotten you. I might be completely off with this, but I would bet my right hand that 99% of copywriters following this advice haven't seen an inbound lead. So an inbound lead is like a potential client messaging you first once in their entire life, right? And that in and of itself shows that these methods just aren't effective, because the key metrics to the success of your personal brand should be A, the revenue that you generate from it, and B, the number of inbound leads it gets you, right? Otherwise, having a personal brand doesn't even make sense, because literally you can send out cold messages, cold emails, and you can do outbound and get clients that way. But to build a personal brand, the point that you're making, or the point why you're making it, is to get people come to you first, like inbound leads, right? So that's the whole point of building a personal brand in the first place, is to attract people to come to you first, for your services or whatever you offer, right? Now, with that being said, here's what you should actually do as a copywriter in 2024 to build a personal brand that actually attracts clients who are willing to pay you thousands, if not hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for your copy. And it's invest your time and energy into building a strong profile on Upwork. And before you click off of this video because you think that there are only cheap clients on Upwork who aren't, paying more than $3 an hour, or who only go for $50 deals, let me cook here, okay? Because after using Upwork for almost 2 years now, it's been the single most effective platform I've leveraged to sign 10% of my copywriting clients. Believe it or not, it's also the platform that gets me around 3 inbound leads every single week. These are real businesses either sending me an invitation, or like an invitation to their job, or a DM straight away asking for help for their copywriting services. These were some of the messages that I woke up to the other day. This was literally Monday, like 2 days ago. As you can see, it's the 31st of July. This was 29th. And as you can see, in one day, I got 2 invitations for an interview, which were actually my target audience. So as you can see, business acquisition coach, newsletter creation and monetization. So that's basically like email management of like a business coach, right? And this happens pretty frequently. Like literally, I don't do any outreach. I just get people come to me first. And here is the secret: your Upwork profile is like an asset that keeps growing over time as long as you work with clients through the platform. You start off with a fresh profile without any reviews, earnings, or attention, but the more you apply to jobs and close new clients on the platform, the more it builds up your profile over time, allowing you to secure bigger and bigger deals. And let me show you something here real quick, right? Obviously, if you start on Upwork with a profile like this that is literally fresh, there's no earnings, there's no batches, there's nothing here, there's no reviews, no jobs that you have worked on, literally an empty profile. As you can see, like everything in here is like just a title, a description, and a profile picture. Obviously, it's going to be hard for you to get anyone just from themselves message you first, because no one will find you and no one will really like want to work with you, because there's no social proof for working with you. You're literally like, you could be anyone who just decided to start copywriting now. But if you have a profile that is similar to this, as you can see, if you go from this to this, which has a 100% job success score, meaning every single client you've worked with on the platform was satisfied with your services, a top rated badge or a top rated plus badge even, that shows that you're amongst the top 3% freelancers on the platform, you have some earnings that are legit, you have jobs that you've worked on, hours that you have actually built inside of the platform, and you literally have businesses spending $1,900 on you, this business spending thousands of dollars on you, $20,000 on you, $3,500 to $1,600 on you, and they're giving you 5-star reviews over and over again. Obviously, that builds trust, right? That just shows that people are throwing money at you and they're like willing to invest in you because you know what you're doing. Because copywriters nowadays, they like claim to be copywriters, but most of them don't actually know what they're doing. They're just doing it because they want to get rich quick, right? But that's just not how it works, right? So as you can see, soon enough, you'll have people reach out to you frequently if you build out your profile, which means you don't actually have to do any outreach anymore. I haven't been doing any outreach for the past 2 to 3 months because I get multiple inbounds, as I already told you, per week. And I'm actually fully packed with clients. So whenever I get invites, if it's not a 100% fit for me, I literally decline the invitation and only go on a call with people who I truly want to work with, right? And that's something that Instagram doesn't allow you to do. Anyone can fake a testimonial on Instagram and put them into their story highlights, but you can't fake real clients. You can't fake a real client on Upwork working with you, spending thousands of dollars on you and giving you a 5-star review saying that they're satisfied with your service because you're a good freelancer. That is the thing that actually builds trust with potential clients, right? Numbers just don't lie. Facts just they don't lie. You can't manipulate it. Now, enough of me ranting about IG and why Upwork is better. Here are some actionable steps that you can take today to get started with building your personal brand on Upwork as a copywriter. Step number 1 is create a profile that is focused on outbound. I've already talked about inbound and outbound here a little bit. You want to focus on outbound first. Don't start thinking people will come to you first if you have a fresh profile on Upwork. They won't. They just won't. There are a million other freelancers, there are a million other copywriters out there on Upwork that have so much more social proof and trust on the platform so that people will feel like going with them will be so much better for them, right? So once you start on Upwork, make sure to optimize your profile 100% on outbound. That outbound means like you applying to job postings, right? Not expecting other people to. And you do that by, write a title in a way that makes people want to check out your profile versus the other 50 people who applied to the job. Because you will apply to jobs and then people will, that there will be competition. There will be other people that will also apply to jobs. And you want to kind of have a profile that makes people want to check you out first instead of others. Make your profile description congruent with your cover letter copy. When you apply to a job, you have to submit a cover letter that kind of shows people why you're the right fit for the job. So your cover letter copy, the text in your cover letter, needs to be somewhat congruent with your personal description, right? With your profile description, so that it matches and that people actually want to work with you. And then the tip number 3, and these are actually pretty huge tips that I'm giving you here right now, is use every bit of real estate on your profile that you can. I'll show you an example real quick, right? Once my laptop lets me. On this profile, right? Let's take these 2 profiles for an example here as well. As you can see, this, as I already told you, has only a title and a profile description. No jobs, okay, obviously there are no jobs yet. No portfolio, no work history, no skills, no project catalog, no testimonials, no certifications, no employment history, no other experience. Now look at this profile right here. We have the same thing. We have a picture here. We have a title. We have a profile description. We have a video intro. That's what I mean with use every bit of real estate. Your profile is like an asset, kind of like real estate. Real estate is also an asset. But it's like, are you going to build a home with only 2 rooms if you have space for, let's say, 10 rooms? Obviously, you want to, leverage all the space that you have in your real estate. So you will build a home with 10 rooms, right? And so that is the same thing here. I'm literally using all the real estate I have on my profile. I'm even including a video intro, which if people watch, will, it is intended to make them want to work with me. Then I have the long profile description here. Very long, but the longer it is, the better. I have the completed jobs. Okay, that's not something that you can do from the get-go, but I have my portfolio here. I literally have copy pieces that I wrote for other clients before. And even if you're a beginner, you haven't had a lot of clients before, you can literally put your portfolio in here with like practice pieces that you wrote. The point is just that people will see your copy and they will see your skills, right? I have my skills listed out here. I have employment history, which is basically listing a bunch of clients that I've worked with and going in detail of what I have done for them so that other people can take a look and be like, oh shit, he's actually worked with a Amazon marketing agency in Germany. We're also an Amazon marketing agency and we need someone to, let's say build out a new funnel, a book a call landing page. Oh, that's something that he has done for the agency too. Maybe he's the right guy. Those are the type of vibes you want to give. And this wouldn't be possible. Like, let's say if an Amazon marketing agency, just the way that I just explained it, comes to my profile and is looking for a copywriter for that funnel here. If I didn't have this piece of copy and this piece of real estate built out on my house, which is my profile, people wouldn't message me. That client would have probably not messaged me. But in this case, that's probably the thing that would have pushed them over the edge. So you want to leverage all of the real estate. As you can see, other experience. I literally have 3 different points of other experiences. And these aren't even related to, oh, I have generated this business so much money and I have done this, this, and that. It's like literally other stuff that people will be like, oh shit, he actually knows stuff about the info product industry. Like, I'm growing my own personal brand. I'm a course creator myself. I'm selling courses myself. And I also have a community, which is something that most info product businesses have too. So I understand the info product. This basically signals the client, I understand the info product business like no one else on Upwork. Because most copywriters on Upwork don't have all of these perks. So I am the right person to work with you, right? That's what you want to do with your profile. And that's why I say you want to leverage all the real estate on your profile. Step number 2, apply to the right jobs and close your first couple small gigs to build up your profile, right? Don't shoot for the stars from the get-go. Don't apply to the 5K jobs thinking you're going to hit 10K per month in 90 days. You got to change your mindset, right? That's not how it works. The gurus, they have been lying to you. They have been selling you the dream of hitting 10K per month and making 20K per month in 90 days and 45 days and all of this bullshit. Copywriting is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're not going to get rich overnight, but you can make a really solid and really good full-time income that allows you to work remotely from wherever you want, whenever you want, work with the people you want to work with, close the deals that you want, and travel the world if you want to do so, afford nice things and all of those things, but it won't happen overnight. So you gotta, as I said, see your Upwork profile and literally all of copywriting as kind of an asset. And the same goes for applying to jobs. Take on small, low-paying jobs first and work yourself up. And then you can, apply to bigger jobs and bigger jobs and bigger jobs. And then, then you will actually make more money. But at first, you got to go through those pain stages of like, working for cheap jobs, working for less, and then you can make more money. It's like, usually, but if you wouldn't go this route, you'd have to spend 5 years in university not earning a single penny. And then you would have to work on a low wage because you just, graduated. You're just still fresh. You're straight out of university. You don't have work experience. And then over the course of, let's say, 3 to 5 or even 10 years, sometimes you'll get raises every year from your boss, right? From your employer. So why do you expect to make a 6-figure salary in as little as 90 days? If you want to take the shortcut and if you want to make that money, you have to be ready to invest at least some time, at least like 1, 2, 3, 4 years, the same time that you would invest if you would go to university. But in terms of the university, you're actually spending tens of thousands of dollars. And here, you're just investing the time to learn and get more experience and build up your profile, build up your portfolio, and build up your experience so that you then can close bigger deals and make more money, right? Does that make sense? That's the beauty of being a freelancer. And then number 3, increase your hourly rate gradually to attract bigger clients. So once you've closed your first couple deals, you want to gradually adjust your hourly rate based on your experience and how busy you currently are. The busier you get, the more you can charge, right? Because the more projects you have on the table, the more you can kind of be selective. And then also be like, okay, I do have a lot of work on the table. You can literally be upfront and be like, I do charge more right now because it takes some of my time and I could work with so many other people. And eventually you'll work yourself up to a point where you where you get serious 7, 8, and 9-figure businesses who are ready to pay you $2K per month, or even like $75, $100 per hour even for your services. But you got to take action first, and you got to put in and invest the time upfront to then get those benefits. To help you do so, I link my free Upwork training in the description that shows you more in depth how to execute on those 3 steps that I just mentioned, right? And yes, there is a course attached to it. I don't give a fuck if you judge me for that. I don't care. I feel like the stuff that I teach, it deserves to be paid for, because if you don't pay for stuff, you won't take it serious. You've probably heard that a million times, but it's true. I haven't taken copywriting serious for 3 months until I started investing into myself and buying my first course. And that's when, I think 1 month later or 1.5 months later, I signed my first real client. And then eventually 1 month later after that, I hit my first 3K month. So if you are expecting that anyone can give you everything for free, then, well, unlucky. But opt in for the free training, watch the free training. At least if you don't have the money to buy the course, at least go through the free training, take action on those steps, because as I said, it's a little bit more in depth. It shows you a little bit more of the technical side of things, of how to do it and how to actually set up your profile and apply to jobs and those sorts of things. And if you then serious, join the course, Upwork Domination Starter Kit. I've helped over 130 people so far going through the course and signing clients. We've got people who make 1K per month, even 4K per month, solely from Upwork, who went through my course and applied the stuff. So if you're ready to make a change, if you're ready to invest in yourself, click the link below and watch the free training to get started on Upwork. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel to not miss any more of my videos, and share this with a copywriting friend who needs help with their personal brand as a copywriter. And I will see you